welcome to Skins Cosmetics.
Nice.
So what we did here was we have a curated group of products of around the world that are unique for South Africa. And they're all brands with a certain passion created by a certain someone who knows what he's making and wants to make something beautiful and unique. So they're all unique brands. And I wanted to start here at Maison Francisco John. And I wanted to talk about one fragrance in particular. And this is the Baccarat Rouge 540.
Okay, how do you say that?
Baccarat Rouge.
Baccarat Rouge.
En français, so it's French. So the house is called Maison Francisco John, so that's also more difficult. And he's a famous perfumer. He made like Le Male for Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Oh, nice.
And Rodriguez for her. And now he has his own Maison de Parfum. So this is a little window for whole South Africa to look into Paris. So this is Paris in a little window.
In a little window.
So these are the rooftops of all the buildings.
Oh,
in
really?
Paris.
I love the concept of it.
Right,
That it's taken from a little bit of Paris in South Africa.
Right here.
I really love that.
And then the Baccarat Rouge is a joint venture with a very famous crystal house. It's the Baccarat crystals. A lot of Guerlain bottles were made there. Right there is a lot of history.
Yeah.
And they have this red crystal, and if you heat it up to 540 degrees, it becomes red, like the bottle.
Oh, wow.
So that's where it comes from. And you can smell the radiance of the heat, the warmth, but also the radiance of the crystals.
Oh, wow. And I get what you mean by saying you can actually smell the radiance, the warmth. It actually does. It does smell. It does smell warm. It does give you that emotion or that sense.
As if it's heated up.
Yes,
very much.
it does. Oh, it's stunning.
You love
Absolutely
it?
stunning. Oh, stunning.
Totally different, but definitely as unique is Suzanne Kaufmann. Suzanne Kaufmann, she comes from Austria.
Nice.
And she has a spa over there. A very nice, beautiful spa.
I was about to say that it feels different and everything about it, even the design of the display, just gives you that sense of I'm kind of in a spa. It does give you that relaxed sense of a spa.
Very relaxed, very clean.
Very clean.
And what she did was she uses all natural ingredients.
Oh, this is so cool. This is the coolest. I'd like to display it, not even use it.
It is beautiful on your bathtub. It's going to be lovely. So these are 100% natural oils. These are for your bath and for your shower. And there's a little story about these because they found out that they cut these trees locally. All products are made locally. But if you put it in the wrong time, you cut them on the wrong time, they decolorate, so your fluid becomes different. So they really have to cut it only at one moment in the year when they're fresh.
So that means, do they have like limited stock of all they have because they have to cut it at a certain time?
Yeah, so there's so then they make, of course, a lot of in the same time, but if it's gone, you have to wait until the next batch. Yes.
That is true artistry, isn't it? Just making sure that you get something at the right time in the right way.
And keep it consistent.
Nice. That is beautiful. I love this.
Want another brand?
Yes, definitely.
Let's go to Diptyque. Do you ever do a candle at home?
I'm so happy we're at Diptyque.
I mean, unique, of course, for South Africa that we have Diptyque, and Diptyque is cult. I mean, everyone needs
brand, definitely.
a Diptyque candle.
Yeah.
So let's take a few classics, but let's see. The Bear. This is blackcurrant. And when you smell it, you can smell really as if you're making blackcurrant pie, or if you're making, putting in fruits.
And when I look at it, it's like you just don't only it's you definitely want the candle, but one thing that everybody does because it's such a cult brand is they're definitely going to keep the glass.
Keep the glass. I see a lot of glasses with pens in it, but even more beautiful if you put a little flower inside. It's lovely. Definitely.
It smells so beautiful.
And it's all their history. I mean, you see that the year 20 is coming in back. It is all the retro feeling. You can see that in the whole store. It breezes this atmosphere. So Detique was actually one of the first, concept stores in the world. They were doing concepts even before concept store was invented. They were interior decorators. That's why they did fragrance.
Because it fills the whole house.
It finishes off your room.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so happy you brought me this way.
Good. Kilian is also very French. He comes from the Hennessy Cognac family.
Yes.
And he wanted to reinvent how we look at perfumery. He was looking at commercial perfumery and says, we're making such weak, non-inspirational fragrances. And he wanted to reinvent the classic Guerlain way of perfuming, full, intense, but then of course into this time. So the fragrances are all really full, really intense, but sophisticated, elegant.
I can tell that by the way that the display is. It's black, white, and gold.
It's luxury.
Which are it's intense and simplistic at the same time.
And you buy it
How
in a coffer.
Stunning.
So they has the Achilles shield on the side. Because a perfume doesn't only protect you, it doesn't only seduce you, but it actually protects you also from the outside.
Oh,
so with your perfume, you can kind of, make a little bit of distance also next to it. So that's what he says.
I love how you explain it that way. It makes so much sense, especially when you have the right perfume. That's exactly how you will feel.
Yeah, or you use it to seduce or to protect, and you can lock it so no one else
I
can
love
use.
that. It comes with a key to lock it.
So it's a little key to your heart.
I love it. And which would you say is the standout
favorite? Let's do a male one. We did a very sweet feminine one, and for the male, I would do like vodka on the rocks.
Ooh.
Originally designed for the Moscow boutique, inspired on the vodka, of course. But it's fresh, it's vibrant.
I was
and you
not
get
expecting
happy.
that.
Yes, happy.
Ooh. I think my boyfriend needs this.
He does, huh?
He's got an array of scents, but it's so manly, but at the same time it's so different. There's something pleasant about it as well, and fresh. That's what you mean. It has that fresh
without being, like citrusy fresh.
Yes. Oh, I love it.
Vodka on the rocks.
I love it. Oh, I've really enjoyed this tour. I love this place. Like I was saying, I'm a kid in a candy store.
It is. It's a candy store, and be aware that you need a little bit of time to look around. And please ask our staff too, because they can tell the stories and they can help you. Because if you want to do it yourself, you go crazy.
Yeah.
After 10 fragrances, you're totally confused. For makeup, we have a very famous makeup artist from Holland, and she's called Alice Vaas. And she did worldwide campaigns with Mario Testino. She did Louis Vuitton campaign. She did a lot of things we recognize when we see it, but we don't know who the makeup artist is behind. And she's artistic. Looking at her visual, it's not about classic beauty, it's about being creative
pushing the boundaries, because I love how that looks. It's so intense and it looks like wax, but it's just
juicy
and luscious at the same time. I love it.
But even that being said, she also made it easy for everyone. So every product already has an applicator.
Oh!
So you can really easily apply
and
to
look
your
how
lips.
intense that color is. It's amazing.
And this is her famous, the 101 Blood Red. This suits everyone. She looked for a color that any woman can wear, and that became this blood red. And
I
it's
think
really
when it comes
true.
to red, it's like it's so many women look for the right type of red. It's just like it's too deep, or it's too cherry, or it's too orange
Orangey,
undertones,
or too purple.
Exactly, and that
is really a perfect red for everyone.
I love it. It's stunning. I love it.
So it's a lot of fun. Also for the eyes, for the face, mascaras.
I love that. I love how everything's set up. I love how we have the different concealers here, and every single thing, like you said, she's already thought about how is it going to be used. So,
do you travel a lot? This is your ultimate travel kit.
oh yes, that is what we need. That is what we
Put
need.
in the pens. They all fit in. This is for the
Oh, they
foundation
all,
in the middle.
yes. Oh.
And then you can turn them so you can lift the pen you need. So you can apply.
I love that. The foundation comes in such a sleek tube. And
eh?
everything comes so... Look at that. I love it. It's so convenient because I definitely know one thing about traveling with makeup is my makeup bag is always dirty.
Yeah, all the
Everything
powders
falls
are
all over the
everywhere.
place. The thing that I hate the most is anything that has to do with a dark color, then it goes everywhere. But
This is for your powder. You can put your compact powder in here, and then you also even have your mirror.
you need that one, definitely. I love it. I love
So
it.
everything has been thought about.
Definitely. I think it's not just about the product itself, but it's how it's going to be used. Because at the end of the day, we want to also have fun and convenience when we use all the products.
Enjoy and easy, and you know, she says always, just relax. It's only makeup.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for being
here. I
here.
really enjoyed it.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm the international trainer for Skins Cosmetics. I train all the staff in all the shops around the world, and I'm from Amsterdam, where Skins Cosmetics originally was founded and created in one of the 9 streets in Amsterdam.